would come where I will make a video on Friday Night Funkin', but it's time for that video, I guess. Some of my viewers watching this may not be really familiar with the game, and I don't blame you. But basically, to just put it into simple words, it's this like rhythm game that blew up all the way back in 2020. Friday Night Funkin' is not originated from Roblox. It was actually based on this Rio game, but of course, with every trend that happened, it always needs a Roblox ripoff as well. And so around 2021-ish, what I was doing in my spare time was that I was playing some Friday Night Funkin' ripoffs inside of Roblox. And honestly, some of them were actually pretty close to the original. I never played the original, I just played most of the ripoffs from Roblox. But basically, for a time, these Friday Night Funkin' ripoff games would legit appear anywhere. And they were actually really good copies of like the original. Wave was really huge back then. I think Friday Night Funkin', one of the games, I don't exactly remember, one of those games got like 1 billion in visits. And there's only like what, a handful of Roblox games with like 1 billion visits. So having a game reach 1 billion visits, and at the time it did it in like just a couple of months. Friday Night Funkin' was a big deal back in 2021. I have not really caught up with the scene for like a year and a half now. I stopped associating with it completely back in like late 2022. And for me, the reason why I left the community was because there were just a lot of questionable people in the community that I didn't want to associate with, and there was just so many toxic people in like, especially the Friday Night Funkin' discords, or just even in like games where I'll be competing against people playing Friday Night Funkin'. It would just be super toxic. I don't know, but I feel like ever since 2022, Friday Night Funkin' as a community has just gotten way more toxic. I remember just people just crying over this game, and I was like, bro, it's just a dumb riddle game, chill out. So I left the community. But then the reason why I'm bringing it back is because of this tweet that I saw on like my Twitter feed literally like 5 minutes ago. So basically, this is from RTC. Friday Night Bloxin has been discontinued, and it was because the developers got death threats from the community and other underlying factors. If you're unaware, Friday Night Bloxin, in my opinion, it was like the second or third most popular Roblox Friday Night Funkin' game. Which one was the first one? Funky Friday was the one that was far and away the most popular Funky Friday game inside the whole series. Personally, I always preferred Friday Night Bloxin, but that wasn't to say that Friday Night Bloxin was like an underground game or anything. I think it sits at around like 75 million, 50 to 75 million visits. Wait, no, 100 million. Jesus Christ. And other than Funky Friday sitting at like 1 billion visits, we also had basically FNF that's sitting at somewhere around 300 million visits, if I recall correctly. Yeah, man, this scene was really huge back then. And personally, it was my favorite. That was the one that I played the most. I haven't played that game in like almost 2 years. This is the official last message that the developers of Friday Night Bloxin gave. You can pause to read all of this if you want, but basically what he's just saying is that the developers of Friday Night Bloxin, they got harassed, swatted, doxed, literally the worst fate that you could get online. They got it. And basically, they are not gonna get this game open source. They're not gonna give ownership to anybody else. Basically, they just want the Roblox Friday Night Funkin' community to just completely die off. They have no intention of bringing this game back to anybody. At first glance, you wouldn't really think about this because, you know, Friday Night Funkin' is just some dumb rhythm game. If you go to like other rhythm games, especially like on Roblox, Robeats, Guitar Hero, any other rhythm games, I feel like they don't really have this problem of toxicity. I don't know. I play Robeats, and usually the people of Robeats are pretty fine. When I play Friday Night Funkin', I just feel unease sometimes because like the people there are actually getting really toxic, bro. I remember just fights would just happen out of nowhere in these games for some unknown reason whatsoever. I don't know how did this happen, but I feel like there's a lot of toxicity in the Friday Night Funkin' community. I don't know about the normal one, but I think the Roblox one, it had a lot of toxicity, bro. There was a lot of pointless fights in there. And honestly, I am not surprised. I am literally not surprised. Which is crazy when you think about it, because this is just like a dumb little Roblox game. Why would anybody be bothered to try and dox a developer who's just trying to make a game on Roblox? It doesn't really make any sense, but when I look at the community, it's like, yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense why this happens. And oh yeah, do you remember about copyright and stuff where the original creators of Friday Night Funkin', they found out about these Roblox games, and then apparently like the original songs used in Friday Night Funkin', they were taken off Roblox? Yeah, that whole situation was just so sad, man. At least we still have the games, because they could have just literally done a Nintendo and wiped these games literally off the platform entirely, but at least they kept them in. So at least we still got some of these games, but the song's gotta be original, I guess. Honestly, I'm surprised that these games are still running even after this. I thought they would just do the Nintendo route. Wait, I think it got discontinued too. Hold on, let me search it up real quick. Monday Morning Misery finally got an update. December 29th, 2021. Yeah, this game is also dead. Literally, the game hasn't been updated in like 3 months. That's kind of sad. Literally, the last hope for the Friday Night Funkin' scene is Funky Friday. This was the game that originally blew up all the way back in 2021. I don't really see a lot of people talking about this game anymore, and I don't think that's the fault of Funky Friday. I think they went on a little hiatus or something, because I never really heard about this game for a very long time now. But literally, this is the last pillar in the Friday Night Funkin' scene. There's an update that's coming for this game, but we don't really have a lot of information on this yet. And wow, this is just really sad to say, because Funky Friday has not really received a full update in a year, maybe in a very long time. Exactly. Yeah, this is the last hope. I mean, basically FNF is still around. I'm not too sure about that. Let's just hope for the revival, man. Anybody with like insider information into Funky Friday, please tell me, like, is the update coming? I think an update is coming soon, but it's crazy, man. This is probably the last pillar. If I search up Friday Night Funkin', there's probably other remakes, other fan-made Friday Night Funkin' games, but I don't think, is there anyone that's really popular? Because Friday Night Blocks in Monday Morning Misery, these were the two games that I really played from this community. These were my favorites, but since they got discontinued, it's like, what else is there other than Funky Friday? There's also this game that's also there. I've never really tried this one out too much. But yeah, other than these two games, I don't think there's a lot of other ones. Yeah, man, this shit is sad, bro. This shit is really sad. Like, the community is actually dying over here. I'm not really mad about it, but I think it's just natural that the scene is kind of dying at this point. I mean, like, Friday Night Funkin' as a whole, like, the interest in this game is pretty much dying. It was really popular around 2021, 2022-ish, but I've not really seen Friday Night Funkin' on my feed for like the entirety of 2023, and probably it's gonna stay that way until 2024. And this may be because of the toxicity based off the pedo allegations, but I think mostly the reason why Friday Night Funkin' fall off is because it's just due to trends. Trends always come and go, always. You know, there was the Nextbots trend that also infected Roblox as well. That's why we got games like Evade and Nico's Nextbots around right now. Skitty Toilet is also going through the same process. It may be that the toxicity and the pedo allegations that this game got from its fandom, maybe that made the trend die out faster, but I think it's just natural for a game like Friday Night Funkin' to just fade out over time. It's not necessarily the fault of the community or anything like that. You know, so a lot of the allegations and all that extra stuff, I have not kept up with the scene at all, so I don't know what's been happening. But I guarantee you, if I type up like Friday Night Funkin' on like Twitter, on YouTube, there's gonna be like a bunch of new allegations pop up, man. It's crazy. Wait, I'm gonna do that right now, actually. What's going on? That's Ninja Muffin, one of the most well-known members behind the team of Friday Night Funkin', making insensitive, tasteless jokes about palate. Okay, nah. Okay, nah. Bro, I don't want to be part of this community anymore. This is like literally leaving your hometown. They'll go find some work in the city, and after like a year or so of working, you come back to your hometown and you just see it's in like ruins and it got pillaged and stuff. That's literally how I'm feeling it right now. But yeah, I feel like I'm really done with the community. It's time to really put this community to rest with all the allegations and stuff. I might try Funky Friday when that gets revived. I'm pretty sure it's gonna get revived soon, that game. But yeah, man, I think this community isn't doing too hard, especially in Roblox. Yeah, that's really about it for me. Here's a video that you can check out right here, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.
This is boom bap mixed with new rap. Look at all the niggas that I blew past.